Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ardiansyah from Universitas Siliwangi, and I will present to you about our research that I have done with my partner, Herni Yuniarti Suhendi from UIN Sunan Gunung Jati Bandung. And the title of the research is about development of HATRADI, a four-tier test for diagnostic students' misconception in heat transfer concept. And this is for ICMSE 2020. First, about introduction. The definition about misconception is a wrong concept that doesn't fit to the correct concept according to the expert from Pesman 2005. And the reason why we took heat transfer in this research because heat transfer is a concept that very difficult to understand because the heat transfer is abstract concept. And there are several diagnostic tools to diagnostic misconception. For example, we can use open-ended question, two-tier test, concept map, prediction observation explanation, and interview. Among these diagnostic tools, the diagnostic tool that fairly good enough to diagnostic misconception is two-tier test. But two-tier test has some disadvantages. For example, two-tier test is to overestimate to make sure the misconception are not from student, and also unable to know the confidence to answer, distinguishing between errors due to lack of knowledge and errors due to misconception. So from this problem, we have a solution. The solution is we have to develop a new diagnostic tool, namely HATRADI. HATRADI is a heat transfer diagnostic instrument. HATRADI is the test instrument that identifies students' misconception in the form of four-tier test and on heat transfer concept. And about the method, we use 4D design from Tyagarajan. But for dissemination stage, we are not implemented. So we just only until 3D. The first stage is define. Define is consists about front-end analysis, student analysis, task analysis, concept analysis, and formulation of learning objective that can be used as a basis for the formulation of test questions. And the second stage is design. In design, we preparation to design of HATRADI that refers to indicator of understanding the concept of Anderson's taxonomy, and the concept is heat transfer, and for tier test adaptation format from Kaltakci Gurel et al. And Kalyan et Subramanian 2010. And the last stage is development. In development, it includes content, construct, empirical validity, and reliability testing. Content and construct validity is carried out through reviewing test instrument by material expert, evaluation expert, and language expert. Expert validation was carried out by 3 experts. Furthermore, the questions were tested on a limited scale and analyzed using the ANETEST version 4.0 application. And now about the result and discussion. The result and discussion for the first stage is defined are first, we choose 5 answer options because it is for student in senior high school, so there are 5 answer options. And the second is adding the fourth tier, which contained the confidence rating for third tier. And third, there were 20 items for this test instrument. And the fourth, the concept used is heat transfer, which consists of the sub-concept of conduction, convection, and radiation. And result and discussion for the second stage is design. That we determine the essential concept that contain many misconceptions, and also make HATRADI blueprint consisting of general objective, list the concept, that is heat transfer, and sub-concept, there are conduction, convection, and radiation to be tested. Make indicators and determine the number of questions for each concept and sub-concepts. And the last, determine the form of the test, namely the form of the 4-tier test. And the result and discussion for the last stage, development, are HATRADI fulfill the visibility indicator of 3 experts, namely content expert, assessment expert, and linguist or language expert, with each having a visibility percentage of 93.75%, 92.85%, and 81.25%. HATRADI has a very high validity and reliability value with a reliability value of 0.80 and a validity value of 0.89. And I will show you the example of HATRADI item test. You can see on the screen that there are consists 4 tier. The first tier is item test that consists of 5 multiple choice. And the second tier is confidence rating for first tier that consists only for sure and not sure. And the third tier is the reason for the choice answer in the first tier that consists of 4 multiple choice and also the last open-ended question if the student have different question from the 4 multiple choice. And the fourth tier is confidence rating for third tier and only consists sure and not sure. And for last, the conclusion. The conclusion is HATRADI is valid and feasible for use as a diagnostic instrument for heat transfer misconception. Okay, that's all my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.